Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome. If you're here, as always, please kindly say hello and drop a like. And also, if you want to join my Patreon, here's the link to my Patreon. Excuse me. How's everybody doing? Don't be shy. Say hi, my friends. Hope everyone is doing very, very well and enjoying their day. I just had to walk around the Dubai Mall, bought some things I needed to buy, and right now I'm back home. I just finished the market update. By the way, if you want to read the market update, it is in that Patreon. The link is right there. I regularly do the market updates when I feel that they're warranted and that people need to know what's going on. So yeah, all my market updates and everything I do is there. Oscar, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining the live. Please don't forget to put a like, my friends. Albex RP says, hi, Rob. Best wishes from Australia. Albex RP, thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful day in Australia, my friend. Thank you for finding the time to join. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Say hello. Let's talk. Let's talk, my friends. Excuse me. All right. So, anyway, let's get down to it. As always, we're going to do roughly 30 minutes. I always try to stick to 30-minute lives. Um, Crypto Richner, Sergio, hello. Hello, everyone. Dad plays FIFA. Good morning. Michael, hi, Rob. You don't need sugar. You're sweet enough. My friend. Good one. Harry Ashby from the UK. Thank you always well, my friend. Thank you for joining. Daniel Rob says, hello, Rob from Wales, UK. Hello, my friend. How's it down in Wales? Never been. Never been. I've met quite a few people from there, especially since, as a teenager, as a kid, I used to go to a British school. And yeah, we had a lot of people from Wales and other places in the UK. All right, my friends. So basically, the market is doing what we expected it to do. We expected anywhere, the correction for Bitcoin to come in anywhere in the $30,000 to $35,000 region. We knew that there's going to be strong resistance at $32,800 because before that has served as the last stop. It's always problematic to take that out. So that being the case, Bitcoin is correcting. Nothing grand is happening. Nothing scary is happening. This was expected. This is normal. The last correction before we continued higher and made higher lows and higher highs, also happened. I'm not going to get bogged down in detail and whatnot. If you want to know the details and everything that I'm thinking, once again, join my Patreon. But other than that, nothing scary is happening. Our XRP trade is still going. It has already struck 46 cents. I do believe, irrelevant of whether or not it can bounce higher, irrelevant or not if the market is going to go higher first before it goes lower. I believe that eventually we'll see XRP go lower, where I will be able to basically execute and finish up with this swing trade. As for other coins, altcoins are also following. Altcoins are correcting, just like we said earlier. Altcoins have smaller market caps. They have a lot less capital injected into them. Therefore, they're much more volatile than Bitcoin. That being the case, coins that some coins that we hold are in mid caps or low caps are of course correcting much more. Like INJ, for example, it did a huge, amazing move. If you're my $99 patron, you know that INJs are 30x coin. You know what the entry was, where the exits are. So we basically bought it $3 and it pumped to nearly $10. Of course, there's going to be a correction. Of course, since it's an old coin, there are going to be a lot of corrections on the way. I'm holding my bag. I'm holding my altcoins. I'm holding my Bitcoin. I'm holding my Ethereum. I'm not adding at these prices because I only add upon new lows. I'm not trading except for the XRP trade, right? So I'm just letting the market develop, and I'm not doing anything irrational. This is going to cost me a lot of profits in the future. Basically, I want to make sure that I don't miss out on the meat of the move, on the majority of the move. I want to make sure that I play the macro because that's where the big money is made. Like I keep saying and reiterating, traders, they make good money. Of course, there are millionaire traders out there and whatnot, but there aren't many traders who are successful, and you don't see traders on the cover of Forbes, whereas investors are always on the cover of Forbes, and investors statistically and generally are much more successful than traders. And I like to think of myself as an investor who plays these pump and dumps, buy before it pumps, sell before it dumps. That's pretty much the name of the crypto game, my friends. Johnny Craig, hello. Thank you for joining, my friend. Marco, I see your comment. I think, my friend, that you're trying to put timestamps on it is on such a little scale. I think that's a mistake, my friend. Just let the market mature, let the market play out. Like I said, I'm not trading these moves except for the open XRP swing that is going. Don't overcomplicate things for yourself. If you basically start trading, I believe that you're going to mess it up, because statistically, like I said, 95% of people do mess it up. So the odds of you beating the market once you're trading are not very high at all. So just let the market mature and play out. As long as the market keeps putting in higher lows and higher highs, and as long as you remain patient, everything's going to be fine. Just make sure you sell on time when it's time to sell. For now, it's not time to sell. For now, it's time for me to sit in my hands and live through the corrections, ignore all the FUD that's about to come out, probably some scary news and all that. Don't forget that when we're accumulating near the local bottom of 15K, all the old coins we bought there when we're accumulating Bitcoin prices, don't forget what the narratives were back then. Dead, crypto being compared to an apocalyptic desert, the fall of an empire, predictions of Bitcoin going to $500. 12K was a magnet. There were like 70% of, when I was doing this poll on Twitter, like 70% of people agreed that we're going to 12K, although I have nothing wrong with that. I have entries there, but the point being that you have so many people who are not dollar cost averaging and saying that they're not buying here or they're shorting here, and they're waiting for 12K. There's absolutely nothing wrong with waiting for 12K. It might even come in the future. We don't know. This market is, very volatile. The thing is, what is it that you're doing? What is the message that you're sending out there, right? If you were not accumulating Bitcoin at roughly 15K and 20K, and you were shorting, right, and you were waiting to accumulate there, then of course you messed up, right? But if you were expecting 12K, but you did accumulate the 20K and 15K, that's completely fine, because what you did is you still got amazing entries, and yeah, another entry didn't, you didn't get one of the entries, but you got two other amazing entries, and you got some amazing entries on other altcoins, right? So once again, this is the thing. What is it exactly that you're doing? So if you were expecting 12K to accumulate more in dollar cost average somewhere, that's completely fine. If you were shorting and not buying, 12 at 15 and 20K, then of course you mess up, right? Just don't complicate things for yourself. Dollar cost average or pounding lows with equal amounts of money after huge crashes. This game is very simple, my friends, and there are so many narratives, and people really like to get in their own way and complicate these things. I don't know for the life of me why people do this. I guess it's boredom or lack of experience. I don't know, but I don't mean to come across as an ass, my friends. I get on these lives and talk to you and tell you these things because I want you to do well. And all I can say is be patient, accumulate only upon your lows, dollar cost average of equal amounts of money, and diversify after huge crashes, which is exactly what we've done, which is exactly what my members have done, which is exactly why we're doing well right now, and which is exactly why we're not forcing entries, and which is exactly why if the market does crash much further, we have some very low, crazy entries, and we're going to be doing well because we're setting money aside and we're not FOMOing, and we're going to execute there and bring down an average. And when the market bounces, we're going to be in profit, not at the loss, every single time, until everything eventually moves. And if it doesn't go and give us new lows, it doesn't matter. We already have a lot of entries we executed. We already have a lot of coins. And once everything moves, we sell for amazing profits. We're at the win-win situation right now, exactly because we stay disciplined, we stuck to our rules, we did not do anything silly. We waited for these huge crashes, we sold near the market tops. Once again, you never need to sell at the top. Perfection is a lie. All you need to do is buy low, sell high, buy very low, sell very high. Don't chase tops and bottoms, my friends. And that's exactly what we did. That's exactly why we're in a good position and we're doing well. It's very boring, of course, because it takes a very long time for the market to mature. It takes months sometimes for a huge move to come in, be to the upside or the downside. And people start doing a lot of silly things in interim, like trading, for example, or something else. They just complicate it. We're whereas all you have to do is just sit in your hands and wait either for the market to move down a lot. Is there a new low dollar cost average? For the market to move up a lot, okay, is it making higher lows and higher highs? Okay, we're waiting for the profit taking stage. We'll start selling, we'll start setting stop losses, we get out. Very simple and straightforward, nothing to complicate, just requires a lot of patience and emotional control, my friends. Six Sticks says hello from Australia. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining from Australia. Marco, I'm not selling. I dollar cost average every month, but waiting with 50% cash to buy to potential capitulation. Marco, my friend, well done for dollar cost averaging. But as long as it works for you, as long as you're in profit, well done. I hope that you're going to continue to be in profit, and I want everybody to win. I want it to do well. But for me, that's a bad dollar cost averaging strategy. I know that a lot of people have different situations, but if I was back in the day able to set money aside, like for example, when XRP was at $3.84, $3, I was predicting that XRP is going to go to 15 cents. I got huge amounts of hate for it. I very often doubted myself because I had to come in here, every other day, talk about it, tweet about it, explain why it's happening, and I was getting a lot of hate from the XRP community. And very often emotionally it created pressure. It created pressure for me, right, to start questioning myself. But what did I do? I ignored the noise. I stuck to my rules. I ignored the noise. I kept setting my money aside to start accumulating in the 30 to 10 cent range. I bought a lot of XRP at 15 cents, which is why to this day my XRP is in great profit. To this day, even after it did not hit my targets, I'm still in profit. Because why? Because I stuck to my strategy of accumulating only after huge crashes and upon new lows, right? So where I'm going with this is that the way I dollar cost average is I wait for huge crashes, and then I start dollar cost averaging with equal amounts of money, more or less, upon new lows, and making sure that it's a good difference between these new lows. So it has nothing to do with dollar cost averaging every month or 2 months or 3 months, because that's just random dollar cost averaging. There's no really system to it, which is why I always wait for new lows and only execute upon new lows. Of course, my execution is not perfect. Like I said, perfection is a lie. Sometimes I will maybe not buy upon a new low, very, very rarely though, but buy in the same entry where I bought the last time. And then I'll keep following, right? So even I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're all humans. I get it. But that's what I do. What I try to do. UK Private Pilot says hello from Northern Ireland. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. Stephen Johnson, hello. Matijer asks, Rob, what is the best tier to enter your Patreon? It depends, my friend. The main play is basically only $5. The whole point of the Millionaire Spreadsheet, that's basically my main portfolio. What I'm doing with the majority of my money in the market. It only costs $5 to make sure that anybody, anywhere can afford it in any country, no matter the continent where you live, so that anybody can afford it. That's the whole point, because I'm trying to help people. That's exactly why it's only $5. And as long as you're subscribed to that $5 tier, every single month, you're going to get all the market updates. You're going to get every single time I sell something, buy something. If there's some kind of change, if I see that the market is looking weird and the plan is not working out, we're not doing what we're supposed to do, stock market is not doing what it's supposed to do, I right away will do an emergency update, and I'm telling either I've sold 50% or I've sold everything, explaining the reasoning, teaching, and all that, right? Then in addition to that, for people who have more money at their disposal, I have the $99 tier, where I have high risk, high reward coins. That basically pretty much involves everything except private tuition. I'm not taking on more people for private tuition because it takes a lot of time. I have 21 students right now, so that's not something you would need to look at. So basically, if you want to just go with my main play, which is very affordable, go to $45. If you also want to have high risk, high reward coins and more money at your disposal, go with the $99 tier. That will make sure that you always have access to the $5 Millionaire Spreadsheet and updates. Ripples says, thanks for all the pattern posts, Rob. I've been very informative and enlightening. Sticking to the rules. All purchases are in. De-risk from algo this week. What are your thoughts on POS security issues? Thank you for that praise, Ripples. I appreciate it, my friend. I'm glad you find it informative. What are my thoughts? There are always going to be security issues, my friend. That's pretty much all I can say. When we're in speculative markets, and when money is involved, there's always risk involved. There's always problems with security. Ashy by Town says, have you heard of Safe Gave Crypto for Inheritance? No. Safe Haven. No, my friend, I haven't heard of it. I have not heard of it. Never heard of it. So yeah, my friends, very important to remain patient. This is probably one of the most important things in crypto, to remain patient. People very often come to this market that start confusing the huge gains with fast gains. The huge gains don't come overnight, don't come over weeks, they don't come over months, they come over years. And you have to make sure that you actually do the right things for them to come. Because if you're randomly dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, for example, after a 58% crash and a 60% crash and then 70% crash, you're not doing it right. You're only supposed to start dollar cost averaging Bitcoin after a 70% crash to 99% crash. And if you're lucky, more, right? Your dollar cost average in that area. But altcoins also depends. If we're talking blue chips, 80 to 99%, right? If it's already lower and not blue chips, anywhere from 85 to 99% or 95 to 99% crashes from the top, right? So there's certain ways to dollar cost average, and to do it properly, it takes time. For example, how long did, like my patrons and I know, my members know, people who followed me here in the last 2 cycles know how long it took for these entries to come in, how long we had to be patient and not do anything silly and control our emotions. People who were giving me a hard time back in the day also, in a 2014 cycle about XRP going to 15 cents, kept giving me a hard time because they said that I kept saying that SRP is going to 15 cents soon, right? Which I never said. I never said it's going soon. I said that it's going to 15 cents, and that's where I'm going to accumulate heavily. And if you've been here in that market cycle when XRP did go to 15 cents, you know how long it took for XRP to go there. You know how long it took not to fall in at the different prices, because we had bounces, we had decent bounces. The market before we sold 15 cents, for example, I remember when everybody was giving me a hard time during that time when XRapid went live and we pumped 210%, and everybody was telling me that it's over. I'm an idiot, and that's it. We're pumping to new highs. Of course, what happened is that the pump was unsustainable because we're still in the bear market, and we saw new lows, and XRP kept crashing and hit 15 cents where it heavily accumulated. Right. Same thing goes for now. We can analyze the market and we can follow the plan. But the market won't always do what you want it to do when you expect it to do, right? Which is why you have to be flexible and adapt, and which is why very important that you stick to the rules, right? Which is exactly why I'm not forcing entries right now, because although I seriously doubt that we're going to see, for example, lower than $15,000 Bitcoin before we see higher prices, nobody knows what's going to happen. Bitcoin can pump to 50K and then go to 5K, and the thing is, I'm not going to force entries because I know that the way I've made money in the past was only accumulating upon new lows. So if the entries don't hit, it doesn't matter. You don't force. If you have money on the side right now, keep that money on the side. You know what I mean? All your portfolio should not be in the market anyway. For example, for me, roughly 55% has been invested, and around 45% is still in the sidelines. Of course, I would like that 45% to be in the market so I make more money, but that's just not the way that it works, because you can't predict the market, every single move that the market is going to do. You have to be prepared, right? The reason why I've done so well in the past also because I always had my plan. And what the millionaire spreadsheet is basically is what I've been doing for 2 market cycles. I'm explaining and teaching people, and now it's basically on paper and I explain what I do. But in order to do well, you got to follow the plan, right? You can't force entries. You can't chase green candles. You can't start thinking, oh man, I should have bought more. You got amazing entries. If you've been with me throughout these cycles, you sold very, very high. You waited for the huge crashes. You've got some great, amazing entries on many different coins, and you should be very happy and content because you're outperforming already 80% of crypto investors out there. You're already doing better than 80%. We are in profit currently right now when a lot of people haven't even broken even. They're still in losses, unfortunately, because of their poor practices and strategy, the way they invest in crypto. And one of those poor things is that they start buying the dips and corrections on the way up, like now. The macro accumulation phase has finished for a lot of coins. Yes, there's still coins that you can buy, which is why also, somebody asked me months ago, why am I suddenly posting so many 150 to 100x plays in the $99 tier? Because I saw that the macro accumulation phase is finishing, and there's opportunity to buy these coins right now, right? Which is why I currently have 24 gems in the $99 tier. And now, if you have noticed, I only posted like 1 coin in 1 month, because after sifting through everything, I only found 1 coin that you can still buy. And in the future, if I find more, I will add more. If I don't find them, I'm not forcing entries, because if you're a late market participant, you're a late investor to a coin, you're going to become exit liquidity. So you can't do that, and buying random dips is a very bad thing. Buying random corrections after the macro accumulation phase has finished is a very bad decision, because eventually one correction becomes a huge crash and you become a bag holder, which is why we have the rules that we have. If you're my patron and you're my patron and you read my posts, especially been with me through the beginning and read every single post and everything I've posted, you've studied the course, you've read the rules, right? You know exactly what I'm referring to. And I hope that you're learning and doing the right thing, my friends, and not simply selecting and picking the things that you like and ignoring the things that you don't like. Follow the whole plan, please, kindly. Ripple says, fair play, Robbie. I've been very disciplined. Really like your very matter of fact approach to all of this. Great guy and great attitude. Thank you, Ripples. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, brother. 179 Kevin, nice shirt, Rob. Have a good day, XRP crew. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that, my friend. And have a great day too, my friend. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. Michael, when is the 30x tier coming? It's already there, my friend. It's already there. It's a $49 tier, but there's only one coin there. And if you have access to the $99 tier, you have access to that coin too. Like I say, I don't just, how do you say this, pick out coins just to put things into the portfolio just to make sure people stay subscribed, constantly provide content, because that's just BS. I mean, why would I ever do that? That's how people are going to lose money. It takes time to sift through thousands of coins, look at thousands of charts, go through tens and tens of Telegram channels, through many crypto influencers, study what's being shilled, study the charts. Do they look like they're going to take off? Study the tokenomics. Basically, put in all this work, study the team, study whether or not the community is being built that's going to propel the prices upwards, right? There's a lot of work that goes into it. I don't just randomly pick out things. So whenever I do go for a coin, trust me, I've done a lot of research and my due diligence. So yeah. Pavitra, hello, my friend. How are you? Francisco Freitas, thank you, my friend. You have a nice day too. All right, my friends, it's been nearly 23 minutes. Once again, the Patreon market update was just published literally I believe 25 minutes ago. If you want to read it, here you are. Otherwise, please kind of put a like so more people see this video. Remain patient, let the market mature, let it play out. As always, it takes time. Everything that we've done so far took a lot of time, and nothing's going to change just because we want the market to move faster or do something. That's not going to happen. We can't force, the market to do what we want. We can only go with the flow and take what it gives us. So, yeah, my friend, hope everybody's having an amazing day. Eid Mubarak and happy Ramadan to all my Muslim friends who are celebrating. To the rest of you, love you and wish you an amazing day. Hope you do something that you like today. It's very important. Life is too short, my friends, to live the life that you don't like. I'm gonna go eat something now because I still haven't eaten normally today. Thank you so much for joining. Really, really appreciate your time, my friends. Bye bye.